Happy Friday. How you doing? If you're anywhere near London, I hope you haven't got rained on today. I did a little bit, hence the curly fringe, but there you go. Worse things have happened. So yeah, it's been a good week, or rather it was a good weekend. I started recording an album in a big house in Devon that I was introduced to, and I worked with a guy called Pat a few weeks ago. He has a small room there where he writes and makes his own music, and I got to meet his mate Pete, who is the main producer and kind of the main owner of this building, or I guess leaseholder. It's owned by a family who live in a big house, and then all these other buildings are run as studios, and it's kind of an amazing place. Loads of green space around it, and a big kitchen where everyone meets for lunch and dinner and eats together. It's a very nice environment. So yeah, having met Pete briefly before, I decided to try him out on this album, and it worked really well. We work well together. He listens to my opinions, but he has plenty of his own. And also the drummer that he chose, or we chose together, who is a friend of theirs, and does a lot of work for him. He came in having just heard the acoustic demo, and he played what I felt to be really sort of intuitive drums with a piece. In fact, he just kind of played what I wanted straight away, which doesn't always happen. And only the last time that happened, it was with Kyle Crane in LA on Transparent, that song. So that was exciting, because it's a sort of daunting task trying to direct somebody to play things when you're not really sure how to express yourself, and I don't know how to play drums, so I'm not good at directing, that sort of thing. And it was nice. So yeah, he brought something really great to it. The song sounds good. And we had a few other people lined up, but we've actually decided to sort of scale it down just to one other person to not get confused by too much choice, because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to want to do more with Pete down in Devon. But on Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to be recording with Paul Savage of Chemical Records up in Glasgow, or near Glasgow. He was in the Delgados. His wife's Emma Pollock, who I've played a couple of shows with in the last few years. And Paul himself saw me play at Celtic Connections a few years ago. I did that had that amazing experience playing with Catherine Joseph and Sarah, can't remember her name, mandolin player, amazing American woman. And Frightened Rabbit. And yeah, Emma Pollock, said her already. But that was a really great show, and Paul saw me at that and apparently was keen to work with me, so that's very exciting and flattering. So I'm going to try him out next week on a song called, I think, Handing It Over is the song we're going to work on together. So that should be good. I'll let you know how it goes, maybe film something up there. I always forget when I'm in the middle of doing these things, which I guess is good, because I'm kind of immersed in making music rather than broadcasting. But my third piece of news, and I will leave you be, is that I have been offered a US tour supporting the Joy Formidable, which is very exciting. I did a little jump up and down when I saw their Instagram message about it. We've had the official offer over. It does depend on whether I get approved for a US visa for an O1, which I have had before back in 2016, but there's a new administration in office now, so let's see what happens. Basically, I have to spend the next few days writing a lot of stuff about how important I am and how many things I've done that mean I'm invaluable to the US music scene, which, yeah, is a bit like funding applications, just a lot of words. It's like a bit like doing A-level English again, or something like that, the more factual side of it. So, yeah, that's top secret, don't tell anyone. I'm not sure when we're announcing. That'll be up to the Joy Formidable. I guess even then it still has the potential to not happen, but fingers crossed. I think I'll get a visa again. So yeah, good news. I don't think any of you guys on Patreon are from the US, but I know that on Facebook and things I've definitely seen people shouting about coming to Boston and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm playing Seattle, Boston, Chicago, Minneapolis, LA, New York, Toronto in Canada, which I love. I've been to Toronto and it's such a nice city. So yeah, good news. Don't tell anyone, I'm sure you won't, you've got your own lives to live. But have a great weekend, and don't get too hot on Monday when it's going to be 30 degrees in London. Yay! See you soon. Bye bye.